Hello everyone and welcome back, Grandmaster Stitch here, and we're going to be doing something a little bit different today. We're going to be sticking with Game of Thrones obviously, but this is another awesome Game of Thrones mod that's out there, and it's Westeros Total War Age of Petty Kings for the Medieval 2 Total War. There's a lot of these mods out there for the Total War games, and some of them may look better visually because they're for the newer Total War games, but for me this is probably the most complete one. Overall, it's such an awesome mod. It's set in like the Andal invasion time, so you've got a lot of kingdoms, all petty kingdoms, fighting over dominance of Westeros. So we've got like the Wildlings, the Night's Watch, Umbers, Starks, Boltons, House Dustin, House Royce. You get a little description about them all. They've all got different strengths and weaknesses. House Arryn, House Mud, House Blackwood, House Bracken, House Mooton, House Darklyn, House Martell, House Dryland, House Ironwood, House Dane, House Redwyn, House Hightower, House Gardner, House Peak, House Durandon, which was basically what Baratheon was before, House Estermont, House Tarbeck, Lannister, Rain, Greyjoy, Grey Iron, Bar Aemon, and Crab. Now I'm going to put the difficulties up. Right, and we're going to be playing as, I don't know why, but I think we're going to play as House Mud in the Riverlands. I quite like House Mud. They're a first man house. I like the first men gods. And we're going to try and push back the Andals out of the Riverlands, and I'm not going to try and take over the whole of Westeros because that would take way too long. I'm just going to try and get to complete this playthrough. I want to get full domain of the Riverlands, the whole way down to like maybe the Blackwater Rush, and control all the rivers around the Riverlands, and maybe the neck as well. The swamps will fit in with House Mud, and push back the Andal invasion, and yeah, get the first men dominance over the Riverlands. So the Kings of Rivers and Hills. When King Quentyn Bracken met King Jared Blackwood on a raft outside the walls of Riverrun, it must have called up bad memories. Less than a century ago, a similar meeting had taken place, but it had ended with King Quentyn's great-grandfather lying dead in the dirt with an axe through his skull, swearing vengeance on the Blackwoods. The Brackens invited the Andal Mootons of Maidenpool to join them in the coming war, granting them some castles around the Trident in return. Though the war was won, the Andals did not leave. Instead, they pressed further inland, building great castles north of the Trident and sacking the ancient seat of Darry. In response to this, the Muds of Riverstone have declared it their intent to march south and unite the First Men in order to end the Andal menace, once and for all. Faced with enemies on two fronts, the Blackwoods and Brackens have been forced to grudgingly work together against their greater foes, but how long such a pact can last remains to be seen. So as you can see, even way back then, the Blackwoods and Brackens absolutely hate each other, just like they do in the current story. So yeah, we'll play as House Mud, and let's get going. I didn't want to play as House Stark because obviously we're playing as them on our Crusader Kings mod. Let's just skip past this. Yeah, everything's so well done on this. All the music and the loading screens. I've got like awesome little quotes from history. Yeah, the soundtrack for this mod is incredible as well. Some great Game of Thrones themes, like this one right now, which is the Baratheon theme, I believe. Or it might just be the Robert Baratheon theme. Right, I've already read that bit. Right, it's been a little while since I've played this mod, so looking forward to this. So, right, we've got High Hall, Eagles, Seaguard, which is obviously where the Mallisters are all from, Riverstones, and Fair Market. And I'm guessing Riverstones is probably like, you know, Old Stones in the books and the show, you know, the old ruin. I'm guessing that is it, because that's where House Mud used to rule from. Obviously, we've got all the rivers. It can make it quite hard with the river crossings that we have to go to the bridges. So let's have a look what we've got. I think it said we had poor archers, didn't it? So that's a shame because archers are very useful. What have we got here? Tristvar. He's the Prince of Riverstone. So I'm guessing the king. Yeah, we've got our king here. Edgar, King of the Rivers. We've got a couple of archers, some pikemen, and leather. Pikemen are my absolutely favourite thing on this game. Yeah, Aemon Mallister, so the Mallisters are around. Eagles, Viprant, High Hall, who we've got up here? Desmond High, whoever here. Fair Market. Okay. So, we haven't got any agents yet, so let's get hunting rights on all these castles first, upgrade that. It's the easiest thing to do. Oh. Do that in all our castles. It's only a 1-turn move. And fair market as well. Right, so the Andals are invading from the east. So let's try and shore up fair market a little bit more. As we're inside the castle, let's get some more archers and a couple of Riverstone levies. What else should we get? We've already got some of them. Let's get some Riverstone pikemen as well. We'll get 2 units of those in there. That'll shore up the defense there. Recruitment. Yes, we need a diplomat so we can send him out. What else do we need here? We've already got 2 archers. Let's get some knights, even though they take a lot longer. Let's get some cavalry in there. High Hall's also on the right side of the river, so we want to bulk that up a little bit as well. We'll get another unit of archers in there and a unit of pikemen because they're good for defending the gates. I think that's pretty much all we can do. Should we get a couple of more? We may as well recruit a few. Oh, some ships. I don't think we really need ships right now, so let's just get some 3 of these cheap units in here. And then over here, let's get some archers and some normal levies as well for the cheapness, and we'll end our turn. So yeah, I just want to get full control of the Riverlands and the neck. And I'd see that as a victory. I become the High Kings of the Riverlands. Right. So now we have our agent. Your Majesty. Let's send him out and start trying to get good relations with the other old god Riverland lords. So here, Raventree here, so the Blackwoods. No, a long time since I've played this, so we'll see how we go. Hopefully we'll get at least 1 battle in before the end of this episode. Oh, so we're at war apparently with the Blackwoods at the moment. Should we cease fire? No, it's very demanding apparently. So they're going to reject that. I didn't realise we were at war with the Blackwoods. I thought they said that we'd all joined together. Right, so we'll go in. Yeah, it's quite hard to worm your way around the Riverlands. Right, considering that we've got enemies right there then, we might want to shore up Riverstones a little bit more. Let's build a Godswood. And then we'll recruit some more archers to defend the walls. Build some Godswoods in these other places. We've got a rebel army there closing in. They normally won't attack. Let's get a Godswood there and a Godswood there. What sort of army have we got here now? It's not too bad. And then we'll start to build a force to march with our soldier here, with our prince here. Right, so we'll send these 2 levies to go and join the prince. Oh, did they join the prince or did I? No, I accidentally put them in the castle. So if we get those 2, a bunch of archers, some pikemen, and those riders, and we'll join those with the prince, and he'll come stand over here out of the way so we can see better what we're doing. Want to leave them fairly well defended. Seaguard should be fairly safe, so let's send another unit of levies over to him, and then we'll recruit a few more men in here to make sure it's safe. Let's get some pikemen on the go, 2 units of pikemen and some more archers. Did I already recruit some men here? No, so let's bulk this up a little bit. We've already got 2 units of archers, is that enough? We'll get some men at arms and let's get some knights as well. That'll be very useful, and we'll end our turn. Might be more about just setting up in this episode. Yeah, I don't know why. You know, when there's that one house that even though you don't know that much about them, they just sort of stick to you and you really like that house. House Mud is one for me. I find them really interesting. Okay, who's this guy? No. New mission. Send our diplomats there. Okay, why not? Obviously get money and stuff for completing missions. Is that another rebel army? Yeah, rebel army outlaws. Reavers. Ah, so they're Ironborn. Ironborn Reavers hanging around. We're going to have to go sort those out. We've got the Reigns of Castamere playing now by the sounds of it, which is awesome. Still got enough money to Let's shore up the defence at Eagles, because it looks like that just in case that rebel army gets a bit close. Let's get some pikemen and archers in there. And we'll send the prince to go and sort out this rebel army. He's backing off. We're not going to do this battle because it will just crush them, so we'll automatically resolve that and just annihilate that rebel army instead. Now we'll wait here. I might go and sort this guy out. Let's get a couple of pikemen to join him. And I think I was already putting archers there, so let's get this archers and him to join him. It's a fairly big unit. It's bigger than his unit anyway, so we should be okay there. Right, end of the turn. But yeah, like I was saying, that random house that you like I like the muds. I don't know why, I've always liked House Mud, and there's other small houses that I love. The Blackwoods as well. I don't know what it is about them. I don't know if it's I think the castle's cool with the dead weirwood, and that they're an old god house in the south. The Danes is another like minor house we don't know that much about that I really like and think are cool. House Royce. There's quite a few of these smaller houses that I just really like. But I'd love to know like what sort of smaller houses you guys like. Right, we should have enough men here, so let's get rid of this rebel armor. We will fight this on the battle map. We'll sort out these rebels. Right, it's been a long time since I've played this. Been playing a lot more of the more modern Total War games, which are quite different to the older ones. This should be alright because they're a bit more simpler. Our knives are sharp. Words of House Bolton. But yeah, I love how it comes up with the little words and stuff. The artwork's really cool as well. Right, let's start deployment. Right, so we've got the high ground, which is awesome. Let's move our men back out of the way, and then I can sort out where I want to put them. Right, have we got any pikemen? Yes, love my pikemen. Pikemen are awesome on this game. Let's get the pikemen in the front row, and we'll spread them out. Let's put our archers, spread our archers out in front, and we'll put our stakes up. Let's get our levies over to the left. And then we'll get our are they not knights? No, they're just riders. So we'll get our knights over there and we'll lead the rear. And we'll start the battle. I think that was all my men. I haven't left any. Oh, I've left a unit of pikemen. I didn't realise I had 3 units of pikemen, so we'll get that unit of pikemen up behind as reinforcements to cover whichever flank these raiders attack from. That's if they even come for us. Or are they setting up? No, it looks like they are going to come for us. I don't really want to have to go downhill when we've got the high ground, but we did start this war, so they're going to go up for that high ground up there, aren't they, and not engage us in battle. We'll wait and see what they're going to do. We might have to press the attack. Or are they going to try and flank us? The sigils and everything are also really cool. The detail on the back, look like House Mallister and House Mud, House... yeah, it's awesome how we have all that on the back. Let's get the levies in behind. And we'll put our archers at the front and we can start hopefully then firing down on them. Bit of urgency though, please, archers. And we'll get our knights in the back for now. So it looks like they're just going to stand there. What have they got there? Here they come. It looks like they're going to engage us, which is awesome. It's just what I wanted. Let's get our archers in behind the pike wall now then. The pike wall should be able to stand strong against these men coming in. Oh, I love the clashes in battles when the two armies hit each other. Here they go. Hold them pikes strong. Pikes near enough hold off everything. They are awesome. And they're running back already, which is interesting. Right, I'm going to bring my levies round either flank to hit on the sides. Let's bring them round. Lovely weather in the Riverlands. Absolutely chucking it down. And I'm going to get these. Let's get over there and we're going to try and attack from behind. Come on, let's flank a bit harder, please, guys. They're retreating already. They're broken. So we'll send the cavalry after them to chase them down. And we'll force these through the lines now to attack these charging men. And we'll chase those down as well while they're broken and routing. Come on, chase them down, cavalry. And we'll send these footmen chasing as well. We may as well. Looks like they're all broken already. Looks like it's going to be a fairly easy victory. You chase this other broken reavers. Light infantry. Easy for our cavalry to chase down, this is. Shouldn't suffer too many losses either, which is awesome. And it gets rid of them hanging around our castles. We don't want Ironborn anywhere near. Absolutely smothering them and marching them down. Get rid of the whole host if we can.
They have lost half their men.
Right, attack these other ones that are running. And they've completely took out that unit. Where else have we got? Where's the rest of them routing to? Or routing to? There they are. Let's finish them off. Is there some actually still fighting, or a small unit? Let's come in from behind with the pikemen to finish them off. We're going to suffer very few casualties here by the looks of it, which is great news. Here come the cavalry. Let's sound the horn. Oh, beautiful. Let's send this unit of cavalry after them, actually, and this unit after these. Wipe out the whole force. You guys can make your way back over here to help out finish this small unit of light infantry off that are going to get absolutely annihilated now. House Iron Mont or whatever they're called. Grey Iron. House Grey Iron, isn't it? Sorry. Yeah, they're making their way back over. They've pretty much finished off these. Is that just... Yeah, there's one man left on his own. Let's see how long this guy can last. Oh, we've slayed the enemy general. So that was the general's unit that stayed to fight. And we'll end the battle. We've literally annihilated. We lost 88 men. That is awesome news. But the Dornishman's blade was made of sharp steel, and its kiss was a terrible thing. Oh, the Dornishman's wife was as fair as the sun, and a kiss... I love the Dornishman's wife. I love a lot of the songs from A Game of Thrones. The Last of the Giants is probably my favourite one, to be honest. I do like the Bear and the Maiden Fair as well, though. That was an easy win. So now we've won that, we will march back south with our army.
We go no further today.
Your orders, sire.
Can we get to there?
Without question, sire.
There we go.
Approaching their... What is it you wish to discuss?
We would like to do trade rights, please.
Seems quite reasonable.
Perfect.
And a pleasure. Farewell.
So we've got trade rights now with House Rain. Let's make our way south. What did we get as a reward for completing the mission?
Tomorrow's journey planned out, sir.
2 units of Riverstone men-at-arms at your capital. Awesome. Very useful men. We'll leave them there for now. Decent army there. I'm not going to be too worried about these other ones now. They should be fairly safe, so we'll get him south, and then I think we'll attack the Blackwood capital in the next episode. We need to be careful of the right, though, where I believe House Mooton and Crab, etc. will be. But I think I'll end this episode here for the first episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked it. Something a bit different, but another obviously awesome Game of Thrones mod for you guys to check out. If you haven't played it, I highly recommend it. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.